Alrighty, folks, we got a bit of news here out of AboveTopSecret.com. I'm trying to bring forth the best news, or the top news, from the best compilation of sources for you. And I'm just forever stuck behind. I just can't keep up. It's insane. But this is from AboveTopSecret.com, entitled Maine Joins 43 States in Lawsuit Against Generic Drug Manufacturers. Interesting. Oh, I was thinking this was about something else. That's kind of funny. Oh, we'll just try and cover it anyway. The expanding lawsuit alleges that Teva Pharmaceuticals and 19 other makers of generic drugs conspired to inflate prices. So they worked together, and that way they kind of have a monopoly. And if you have the monopoly of a certain item, you can spike the price and people still have to buy, so your profits just soar. But you're just throwing people under the bus for the sake of money. Bible, love of money is the root of all evil. You can bribe people with it. It's just a basic way of puppeting people. Sadly, socialist Venezuela, the females have, from what I heard, sold themselves so that they can eat. They've sold themselves. That's just sad. The youth, the female youth of Venezuela, that is just sad. That is sick and sad. Very not good. In some cases, the lawsuit alleges prices were inflated as much as 1,000%. Good grief. Imagine that. Imagine that. Say it's one you needed. So let's even translate it to non-drug. Let's translate it to just, if you go into work out in the hot sun all day, we're dependent upon something way less cost, just water. And all the water bottle companies work together, or at least they get the darn lawsuit against them, alleging they conspired. Because the prices, in some cases, the prices shot up 1,000%, onto 1,000. So imagine you depend upon water out in the field, bottled water. They all the bottled water folks, or at least some, collude, conspire, and spike the price 10 times. So instead of a bottle of water being $1, it's $10, and you're chugging those. So you pretty much make nothing out in the field, whatever work you're doing. If it's just standard labor, nothing specialized, if it's just standard labor, then you'd be pretty much making nothing because of this kind of garbage for just money and throwing people under the bus. Absolutely ridiculous. Let alone if you were dependent upon some kind of medicine, which is generally much higher cost than water. If you were dependent upon that, and then people can barely afford this kind of garbage as it is, let alone if folks get together and try and spike the price by having a monopoly, some sort of monopoly. Folks dependent upon that, and then the prices are too high, so they either have to go without or just pay into it and deal with it, and probably indebt oneself into oblivion. Pretty sad, pretty sad. So if this is the case, that is not good. Not good if this is, if the lawsuit falls true. Generic prescription medications of all varieties were included in those allegations, including some of the most commonly prescribed medications. Oh, so broad and large quantity of people getting these things if they're the most common, and of all varieties. So this is really broad sounding. Description: drug costs create significant financial pressure on individuals. Yeah, no kidding. I agree with Rand Paul where he says HI, health insurance, should be capped at $1 a month. Or, what was it? $1 a day. Not a month. $1 a day. One a month would be even better, but for starters, one a day, that would be a world better standard of living cost for something like that. Anyhow, it sounds like a lot of states are wrapped up into this. 43. Maine joins 43, so that would be 44. Interesting. That's pretty significant and heavy. Hopefully, whoever's responsible, they face justice if this did happen. We can't have any two-sided justice or anything like that, or them getting immunity. We gotta have equal justice under the law, or else America just can't survive. It just won't. It won't. I mean, we already got 30 million invaded. So, kind of makes you wonder where the breaking point is. We need to be highly in tune with what's going on. We need to get out of stupid entertainment and stuff that distracts us and pay attention to the real important stuff. So, enough of entertainment or video games or sports or this and that. We need to care about America and the important stuff of what's going on. We need to be highly in tune for it. So, I think Washington would be. I think George E. Washington would be. So, anyhow, let me know your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you up ahead. And I spent worlds more time on this than I ever thought I would, considering it was the wrong topic for me. So yeah, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you up ahead.